That was just me setting up a new recording here. Okay, so this is a new function that has been added for this version of the game called Buster Max. This multiplies the damage of your Mega Buster by, I think, 100. We're not going to use that on stream. I may demo it at some point, but otherwise, it's really just there to be like, hey, yeah, do you want to simplify everything massively? And the answer to that is I'll do that off stream, because to be honest, I don't think that it's necessary for me. I've played these games before. For new players, it's definitely a great thing, and for grinding as well. So, yeah. Let's finally jump in with Mega Man Battle Network 1, and things are going pretty fast for us. Don't get up, you'll be late for school. Look at by the way, the lack of space between the commas here. It's so weird. World 3 crime on the rise. Yeah, the WWW organization is referred to, pronounced as the World 3 for some reason. I don't 100% remember why that is, but it is what they chose to go with. Also, yeah, some of this looks a little bit odd on my TV screen. Like, it looks a little overly smooth, but I don't know if that's just because of how it's scaled up. To be fair, it's probably better than some possibilities, but yeah. World 3 plan to control the net might be starting. That's a little worrying. Mail from Dad, huh? Couldn't get off work Sunday. I'll be home soon. You must be pretty busy. Battle chip data attached. That's always nice to start us off with an extra item. Aw, poor kid. He doesn't even get his pajamas and his mugshot. Maybe he sleeps with that headband on. Maybe. Alright, so just remember to check your thing later to pick this up. And yeah, in this game, text is a little bit less patterned and stuff. W3C is a real organization called the Consortium, and it's the main... Is this hypnospace? Imagine if this was just like, we crossed this universe over with hypnospace. That'd be fucked up. But yeah, the World Wide Web Consortium, they, yeah, as Fire Drake explained, the main international standards organization for the World Wide Web. I remember going to the W3C's website very often to just get tutorials for how to do stuff. They have some pretty good information on a lot of that stuff. You can probably find better out there on the internet, but it's also what we were led through in college, so I guess that's part of why I was like, well, I'll just keep using the same thing. And there's our friend Mega Man. Let's push the L button to talk to him. It is so weird having, like, the switch button icons there. Gooper.exe programs. I know, we gotta go bust them all. Let's check our mail real quick. And this one is just the same thing as before. And here's our email from Dad, and he gave us a Crossgun C chip. That's not going to be super helpful, I don't think. Yeah, also you can see that all of our descriptions are the same as before, so we still got our nice big cannon. That is some good description that tells us absolutely nothing. I don't think we have... No, we've got a couple of C-code chips in here. Unfortunately, it's just mini-bombs, which are not really super impressive. But at least it's something. Recovery chips. Recovery chips in this game are, like, mortifyingly useless. So, we're gonna pull that out. Because in Battle Network 1, contrary to later games, your HP refills at the end of every battle. And fights against regular enemies are balanced accordingly, so they do a hell of a lot more damage in this game than they do in later games. It's kind of odd, but interesting. Because it also means that the boss fights are way easier. Land's secret tools. You can't tell anything about the poster, huh? What about that terrarium out there? Lan, are you keeping a hamster? Or is it just a big bunch of dirt? Hidden some test answers. Entirely reasonable, kid. It's still a little early to go to bed. Ah, it's bullshit. Come on. I can go straight to bed after getting up if I want to. I'm an adult. Actually, Lan's like 10. Oop. What's this strange-looking cartoon we got on the... Dog, no. I like that. Yeah, we can't do anything with our control panel. I'm gonna go to bed right now. I feel you, Fire Drake. I just want to be asleep most of the time. Neat, we got a free chip for eating breakfast. What's going on with our mother? Oh, well, we already ate that. Don't worry. Refrigerator is full of food. Good state for a refrigerator to be in. So, that's about all we've got. We can just go outside now and... Oh, hey, we hop straight to a cutscene. Hi, male. This is the girl for the game. I don't necessarily want to say love interest, but close enough, right? Oh, you're gonna get chewed out, Lan. It's not gonna be a great time for you, buddy. Did you say something? Okay, Amy Rose, jeez. As everyone's just making fun of each other right now. Oh, she's not turning. She's just walking in the same direction. People's ovens have been spitting fire all of a sudden. What the fuck? It kind of depends. Like, it would make sense for Lan to call his mom, but for anything else, should it not be referring to her as Haruka, which is her given name? Like, it gets a little bit weird when Lan's parents call each other mom or dad. That's like... It's strange, yeah. All by Miss Mari's favorite author. Dr. Yasu's Guide to Virus Busting. Could be helpful for us. We'll be fine. Blackboard's a little bit messed up. Oh, Dex was looking for us. He's too big to be... Wow, okay, just fat-shaming him right off the fucking ball. Jesus. About pet? Yes, I'd like to know about your funny grammar here. Short for personal terminal. Ah, yes, that's how abbreviations work. It's true. Ah, so it's like a smartphone, but kind of like a cell phone that does a whole lot more. Yeah, see? And this was in the pre-smartphone era, too. Send mail, use electronic money, and read textbooks. That's a lot you can do all in one go. Navi program inside helps if you have a problem. That's right. I named it myself, or something. Writing this bad must be Dex's. Wow. Everybody's just dumping ass all over Dex at the beginning of the game. Wow. Hope I don't get bathroom duty. Yeah, you don't say. I have no idea what's going on over there. Your home oven started spitting fire. That's worrying. I read an email about that. I think we're gonna have to develop a new internet, apparently. Weird bugs. Hey, don't be rude to the bugs. They're doing their best. Studying ants. Ants are pretty cool. Staring at me. Thought we were friends. Wait. Thought we were supposed to study him, not the other way around. Nice. Hey, Dex. I've been waiting for you, Lan. He wants to... The schoolyard bully wants to kick our ass already. Oh, okay, you little fucking narc. Great. At which point, Dex promptly folds Yai into a ball and dribbles her into a... Just shoots a slam dunk with her. Shoots a slam dunk. Yeah, okay, shut up. Yeah, that'll teach her. You call her a shrimp. You call her various other crustaceans. You call her a Dungeness crab. I'm sure that won't confuse anybody. Boo! I wanted to duke it out. Come on. Why can't we just make that our class for today? First period is how to use the internet safely. It's all important that we know how to fight viruses, and it takes place in the form of, like, a real battle. It's just like... all I think is, like, yeah, nowadays you really do need, like, an ad blocker and a bunch of other shit to be able to use half of the internet in a remotely decent way. And I know that a lot of... I got a feeling that if I had anybody who was anybody listening, they'd be like, oh, don't mention the fact that, you know, don't mention ad blockers, and, you know, whether or not you use them to block ads is... I just want to get rid of the autoplay and the stuff that can pretend to be ransomware and all that other shit. Because, unfortunately, there's also, like, all these scripts and everything that a lot of that stuff fights. It ain't great. Oh, these two are... Yeah, I mean, Lan's got a point, actually. We're just school kids. Come on. Final Fantasy character in here, Buttsman. Oh, Buttsman. They will be using the common virus called a Metul. Right, hit the R button, and we get a nice fancy little animation here. Playing. The teacher has a bright pink Navi palette, a little stronger than usual. So in later games, it actually like shows the virus names up in the upper right corner at the start of a turn. Meanwhile, in this game, they don't, and they didn't bring that back in for the updated version of this. Sadly, it seems like these are not as well updated as we would have loved there, you know, as a lot of folks would have liked there to be, but, you know, they did some work on some stuff at least, so points there. Alright, so we've seen a little bit of how this works because we played Shanghai EXE before. So, I mean, yeah, what I'm saying is that I'm pretty sure that they made the bare minimum of effort, because there are a couple of things that have been changed just for making some stuff work. Like, over in Collection 2, there are e-reader cards that were attached to those games that you could get bonuses from, and those have been implemented. They were not available in English before. And also, they changed the name of an enemy to fix an issue that would be caused by that, and yeah, which is very strange. So, yeah, it looks like it's mostly bug and graphical fixes for this game. Not a ton of, like, improved functionality. Probably the later games that had content that was not available in English, that is probably available, but we'll have to see when we get there. Excuse me, let me pull this chair up a bit here. I'm having such a hard time getting comfortable. I may have to switch back to the other chair. So yeah, it's time for a combat tutorial. And I'll explain this, I guess, after all this. Oh, there's no weird little, like, beeping noises here. FF7 remake. Well, FF7 Remake is just such a weird, different other thing almost. Excuse me. And yeah, so we can... What we're going to do is we're going to take the two cannons and we're going to blow these nerds away. Press our A button to select it. Now, they don't do a thing in this game where it blanks out what you can't select, which may make navigating our hands sometimes a little bit more difficult. So yeah, chip selection. We can only choose chips that have the same code or are of the same, like, exact ID. So we can choose the two cannons, and we'd be able to choose this if it was an A code, because the two cannons are A code, but because it's not, we can't. Because it's also not another cannon. And you can see there I attempted to do it because I didn't press the button enough. And yeah, D-pad to move around the grid. B button is our buster. A button is our use chip button. There's our HP meters up there. And the thing in the middle, the custom gauge, is basically how long our turn lasts before we're able to open and start taking more stuff from our draws. It takes around 8 seconds, I believe, to fill the meter. But we don't need to... We don't really need to do that, so we're just gonna go through the tutorials in the easy way. Alright, now here's where the game is going to teach us how to use combos and stuff like that. So here they introduce steal, which was known as area grab in every later game. And that'll let us take our wide sword there and take out both of the metools in the middle column. Strange thing, by the way, they're called metors in later game because of strange translation. I have no idea why that happened, except that translation and localization for this game series has always been a little bit funny. It gets pretty bad in some of the later games, but by and large, it's on a tier that I would expect for the early 2000s for an RPG. We'll put it that way. Also, we don't have a charge shot yet. We need to get upgrades to be able to do that. And you can see we've got a selection of things we can do, but we're going to take a shotgun to demo that it shoots as fast as your buster when you use it. It's even a little bit faster than the cannon that we were using earlier. So here we've got a really terrible layout. And we have no good chips to bother with here. So, I mean, we could choose two cannons and that would ease our things a little bit, but instead we're just going to hit add. And what that will do is that for the next turn, and I think for the whole rest of the battle, we gain the ability to select from 10 chips. Our max hand size is still 5. But, I mean, we have a lot of options available to us, so it's hard to complain about that, you know? But we don't have the tools to make that a much faster fight. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, you guys only gave me a basic tutorial for all of our class there. Anyway, Dex Man, you said you wanted to fight Guts here. Let's do this. You got the latest version yet. Also, look at this front-facing sprite. That looks incredibly just like staring into your soul. Also, Dex says something kind of interesting there where he kind of implies that his Gutsman is a commercially available NetNavi, which is very odd because most characters tend to have custom stuff. And Gutsman is not a terribly hard fight. Like we're gonna take a bit here. It's not gonna be the fastest thing in the world, but Gutsman just does this. It's highly unimpressive. Honestly, it's kind of to the point where we could just use our Mega Buster. And basically, Gutsman is just a beefier version of the generic Metool enemy. In fact, the fact that we took damage there is kind of sad. That was me cutting it way too close. I don't even think in this form he can punch us if we're up close. Oh no, he can. Never mind. That's what I get for saying things. And yeah, you can see that our selecting additional chips has worn off. I forgot that add only lasts for the one turn, or until you use anything from it, so... Although the ability to draw from up to 15 choices is pretty busted, I'm probably not going to use it too much because it's such a waste of time a lot of the time. Yeah, we can just finish him off here. I played that pretty badly, but like even for the kind of garbage that our folder consists of, we drew very poorly, so And yeah, we get no reward for beating that fight. That's sad. Alright, what do we got? Made a power-up program for Mega Man. It's a little big to send by mail. Go bring it home. Well, thanks, buddy. Forgot to mention something in class. Yeah, so your chips are infinite use in terms of you don't lose them if you use them in battle. That's neat. Alright, where are you, buddy? You're not senile yet, yeah? Fair enough. You're organizing your chip folder. Yeah, they really didn't change the typos, did they? Best to use a lot of same-coded chips? Yeah, absolutely. Recovery chips are not such an important thing in this game, but fair enough. No, but there's definitely some fun places you can jack into in this area in most versions. Most games in the series, rather. That kid's just running in place. Fair enough. And yeah, our deck is allowed to be 30 cards. Nice and straightforward. And Dex isn't home yet. We already know that. Hey, buddy. Yep, the train station is not quite done yet, so we can't go in there. Not yet, anyway. Delete viruses. If you fight well, you will sometimes get a chip after the fight. Yes, indeed. You know that speed is good. Yeah, speed, don't take hits. Try to move as little as possible. And try to get multi-kills. I mean, we already sort of talked about that. Oh, do you need a whole new pet if you change your Navi? That's weird. Must be an old type. Must suck to be poor. It's definitely unique. We'll say that. That's the important part. Your stove caught on fire. We've been hearing about that a lot. Mail isn't home yet. And we can jack into our doghouse because it's secretly a security device. Oh, I love this animation so much. There's animations like that in all the games, and they're all really good. A shotgun in K code. I don't think that's going to be very helpful to us, but hey, free treasures. And here's our first random encounter, a Canodum. This is the cannon monster. And yeah, you can see we get a cannon ship. Yay. It's in B code. I think that's better than the one that we have, than the A's that we have, but we'll find out later. Yeah, a bit of hang time at the end of a fight. End of each attack, rather. I'll take the money. I don't mind getting a little bit of money here, because we're going to need it. Alright. Met Guard A. That does basically exactly what you think it does. It puts up a little shield for you. If you've played any Mega Man game before, you know how the Mets work. They work better than the baseball team or something. I don't know, sports joke. That's not what I'm looking for these fights for. I want shockwaves, and they are in K code, so that's actually pretty good. So, shotgun. Do we have... Oh, all of our other shotguns are an N. That's a poop. So if we wanted to, we could probably grind pretty hard in here for some of that stuff. And I'm probably not going to go quite that ham. But just to let you know that you could, I guess. Alright, that should still be a 9. So a 9 is the most that we can get with no multi-kills. If we move more than 2 panels, we get docked 1 point of busting level, which will put us to a maximum of 8. And then past that, oh, I didn't know these dudes showed up this early. Past that, our time limit is 5 seconds. Oh, all we got was money. Dang it. Once we go past 5 seconds for a regular fight, or 30 seconds for a boss fight, we start losing time, and of course... losing busting rank, pardon me. And of course, once we, use your word. Once we start taking hits, obviously we start losing busting rank, because, you know, taking hits, Sonic says that's no good. Nice. Alright, let's see if we can't get another one of those red Met fights to show up and see if we can't get its chip. Because that has the Sonic Wave chip, which is, well, completely unrelated to the subject that I mentioned earlier. But it has significant damage. However, just getting these shockwaves is still pretty good, because 60 damage, it's decently fast. It gets interrupted by holes in the ground, but whatever. And K-code is usable right now. Alright, come on, dude. Give us not money. There we go. Sony Wave. And it's in D, which is kind of underwhelming, but hey, 80 damage. 80 damage at this point. I'll gladly accept that. And yeah, it's super easy to get just caught up in not doing the plot, to be honest. Hey, buddy. Alright, cough up. Oh, that's not what I wanted you to cough up, but okay. Alright. Let's come on in here and see what's going on. Oh, hey, that dude was just punching our electrical panel. That seems unsafe. Man from net safety here. I think a virus might be responsible for the accidents. Yeah? What a uniform this guy's got on. We didn't see that in any of the official artwork. Unfortunately, we already know about him. We already know that he's the bad guy, and he recurs through several scenarios. Sadly, I spoiled you all by showing you the art stuff. Oh, well, I'm sure nobody will be that upset. It's like a 20-minute away spoiler. Come on. Not even that. Jeez. Oh, maybe we should talk to the program. You got anything to say, kiddo? That's right. We can access the net and other terminals. Using the term terminal seems like an unusual thing. What's up, Glide? Yeah, here, spelt with a Y. One of Yai's programs has gotten lost. I hope it's not the one in our computer. It's in the net around here somewhere, yeah? Alright, let's see what we can do. And that gives us access to Yai's portrait network. Apparently that's a... Apparently she's got a computer and a painting here. What an absolutely eccentric, tiny person. Who's like 8 instead of the 10 that the rest of the cast is. Also, I like how the pattern on the tiles, you can only kind of see it here. Well, first of all, I like that they've got like a close icon on the one end, and on the main surface they're like folders. That's pretty cute. And over here, this is where we should be able to access Yai's secret thing that we were just being told about. Oh, okay, so you just didn't want to see me because the cannon was in front of you? Or did it try to charge and immediately bounce off? These dashing birds, I think they're called fishies in later games, which is a little strange. They have some good drops for this part of the game. Oh, for real? Oh, no, I think that's to access the next part of the... Oh, no, I think that's someone else's computer. Pardon me. That was me being confused. Confused and a little bit dumb. As I often am. Oh yeah, we can't do that. Right. Ow. This is another reason why I actually kind of prefer the idea of playing without Buster Max. Is because I often just use the Mega Buster to help set up double kills and stuff. Unfortunately, you can see that I absolutely fucked it up horribly there. But the concept was in play or something. Oh, that was pretty tight timing. Do we get... Yeah, there we go. Oh, we got a trophy for that. For the simple task of getting an S rank. Good work. We're not going to get a million of those throughout these playthroughs or anything. Yeah, it's definitely... Someone was saying earlier that they supposed that this wasn't exactly a newcomer-friendly game. And I absolutely agree with that. These games are not really the most new player-friendly thing in the world. They are often very hard to understand, and the game's resources for helping you with that can always be rough. And so even for like a seasoned pro, it can be kind of jank. A little bit. I'm not going to say what I'm seasoned with, but all others, be gone. Thank you, Skuldor. Is there anything back here? They love to hide shit behind platforms, so we're gonna take a quick look. Also, yeah, you will absolutely notice me, shit. You'll absolutely notice me selecting a bunch of chips that we don't need. Although, in that case, we ended up needing them anyway. Yeah, limited translation space issues. Yeah, I was saying something about that. Yeah, choosing extra stuff is, well, first of all, it's just a good habit anyway. And second of all, it's a force of habit drawn primarily from the later games where custom style is a thing and you want to get it most of the time. And to help influence that, you want to spend a lot of time just putting as much stuff into your draw as possible. Just select 5 chips every turn, basically, if you can, and that helps you out with it. But that's the thing that we'll worry about in BNs 2 and 3. Alright, what do you got here, Mr. Net Merchant? We have, like, no cash, so unfortunately, we can't afford to pick up the power-up, which is what I would want. Sonic Battles. Huh, that's really weird. I would assume that part of it has to do on Capcom's end with the fact that they did not bother to bump up to the next size up of GBA cartridge for any of the localized Battle Network games. Because they could have done that. This was a period where, like, every GBA game was the same price. It's not like older cartridge shit as far as I can remember, so I don't know why they didn't do it, because, like, every GBA game that I remember was $40 new. As opposed to way back in the 8 and 16-bit console eras, where that just objectively was not the thing with pricing. Because they wanted these things to be affordable for all audiences. So let's take a look at our chip selection here at the shop before I get too sidetracked. We've got a wide sword, K code. That might be worth picking up, but later. A spreader, I code. These are fairly unique. They're kind of like the shotgun and crossgun chips, but they hit all nearby panels. Only 30 damage, though, so not going to be something with a long shelf life. Hammer. Only 100 damage on this, which is quite unfortunate that it hits the panel in front and it says breaks cubes. Yeah, this is a really good thing for, like, destroying objects. There isn't guard piercing in this game, unfortunately, so that's not a function of it. So basically, it's just a bespoke sword as far as we're concerned. Recover 50, we're probably not going to really be hugely concerned with that. And cannon C. C code is rare for a reason, but it's not a huge worry. We're not even going to go pick up an HP memory. I'm just going to save up for power-ups. And that's going to be where a lot of our money goes for a reasonable length of time. Ah, hell. Well, it's okay. We need to collect large amounts of Met Guards anyway for something, so if we fuck up these fights a little bit, that's fine. I still am just going to try to avoid taking hits because, I mean, come on. Hey, there we go. There's our lost program. I would assume that this area links to Yai if the one over there isn't. Yes, I'm glad for the money. Don't know the address. Oh, for crying out loud. So it's got to be somewhere else nearby here. We have to find Dex later to be able to talk to him, go to that part of the internet, because that is blocked behind links. And yeah, the overall network zone of this game. The map is very confusing. It's quite infamous for it, in fact. And there's a nice triple for us, but we spent so long and jumped around so much that we only got a 10. Oh well. Shotgun, not shotgun, shockwave, pardon me. Shotgun is the other K-code chip that we have available at this point. Into the folder it goes! Think he'd be a walking encyclopedia. Well, I mean, clearly his name is a reference to the Rolodex, which would be far more outdated compared to... Wait. Because there's so many other tech puns, you see. And there we go. We are connected to Yai's weird spirally portrait thing. Hey, buddy. Alright, what do you got for us? Hey, look, it's a chip that we passed up on buying. Nice. And before we jack out, I think there's some mystery data to pick up here. So we may as well see if we can get ourselves some free items. Tidal wave and sound wave. We've got a sonic wave that's kind of like a sound wave. Oh, I get it. It's a Transformers. With those lack of spaces. Or it could be anything else that references a tidal wave, I suppose. I don't know if there's a Transformer called a tidal wave. I know Soundwave is one of them. I don't know a lot of Transformers anymore. Although I think tidal wave, I think blah 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 tidal wave from Tales of Vesperia. Not that I've played Tales of Vesperia. I think that's available elsewhere. And by elsewhere, I just mean not on Xbox. Xbox 360, as I believe it was. So someday I should actually get around to that. I'm not counting the PS3 version that was Japan only. Ah, okay. It was notable in Armada, which I suppose makes sense for a tidal wave, right? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I jumped the gun a little bit there. You can see these things do 30 damage, though. That's a lot of... That's a lot of damage. Thank you, Bill Swift. Couldn't remember what his name was. As long as you don't say Phil Fish. That's someone completely different. Anyway, we fucked that up real bad, and we still got a chip out of it, so thanks, game. Nice to see you looking out for us. Okay, let's try this again. Got it! Hey, I finally demonstrated some skill, and the game rewards me appropriately. And we got interrupted in the middle of our cross gun, so that made me real sad. It's okay. Getting our busting rank knocked down is actually a good way for us to get money. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a lot of money, but it's money. Yeah, 60 zenny. That's not exactly impressive, to put it nicely. We haven't hit 2K. Shit. Well, that's a shame. Alright, jack out. And go back downstairs. Uh-oh. That's not good. I feel we would have heard what's about to... Yeah, the oven is on fire. How do we not smell smoke or, like, hear explosions or anything? Anyway, it seems that Repairman appears to have been a bit of a confidence trickster of some degree. Huh. Well, I think we should also start by, like, trying to put this out. A fire extinguisher of some description would be a good idea. Alright, Mega Man, what is the status report? Something's wrong, yeah? Explain. The oven has been taken over by a virus. Duly noted. I'm not surprised. Gotcha. So it's sort of a dungeon or something. Wow. Who would have guessed? Shotgun, it's in Q. Oh, that's worthless. Q is just never a good code in any of these games. Like, even in BN2, Quickman, you don't get enough other shit to build a folder around Quickman. You know? So, what a load of boot. Get the ice block from the thawing section of the net. I don't know why an ice block would be stored there, but okay. Alright, we're getting into a not-so-random encounter, and it's just a single net. Oh yeah, it's tough alright. Did we, like, canonically not fight nothing while we were doing Glide's side quest? What? WTF the fuck, man? Oh noes. Purple data. 400 zennies. Later in the series, purple data is locked, so I don't know why in this game it's just, like, the same as any other generic one-shot data, but here it is. Here we are. You know? What can you say? Well, I think we just saw an NPC die. So, we gotta do it for them. Gots to rescue the little programs. Yes, I do. Of course I know the character Serenade. I've played these games quite a bit. I know them quite well. Asterisk, the them pronoun is only used in this re-release. That is not a thing that was in there prior to this point. But it's a good change, so I'm not here to complain, because you know what? Okay, they didn't... Yeah, Serenade is officially genderless. Does not self-identify in BN3, which is the only time that we see them otherwise. So, like, everybody keeps calling Serenade the king and him, but Serenade does not self-identify as anything. So there's a lot of people who are like, oh, well, that's an odd change. I mean, thankfully, I haven't run into anybody who's been like, Capcom's going woke or anything like that over this game. Like, as if that is likely to fucking happen, that this would have enough of an audience. No offense, but Battle Network and Star Force are super the black sheep of the Mega Man family. Let's pick this up. But it's an interesting... I don't know if it can truly be called a change in any way, because... like, if everyone around you tags you for being a certain gender identity, that doesn't actually make you that. Like, I still get called by masculine pronouns in real life and by a lot of people who follow me on this stream, but that doesn't change who I, Is having no gender the same as identifying as non-binary? Asterisk. Yes, but is how I would describe it, because it is not specifically calling yourself non-binary and using that as your whole identity, which a lot of people... it was very popular to do that as a thing of just calling yourself non-binary with no further descriptions, which is something that even I did for a while, when the concept was becoming a more mainstream thing. But if you identify with no gender, or I suppose rather do not identify with a gender, you know, if you have no gender identity, inherently you are non-binary because you are not male and you are not female. It's sort of like the idea of, are non-binary people trans? And inherently, yes, because... well, actually, okay. Actually, that's far more complicated. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. Because I just had a bit of a brainwave. And it's funny because I was saying something about that to someone else like 2 days ago. So let me try and not fuck something up that I just explained to somebody. Shockwave in C code. That's odd. Alright, if we use this ice block, we can extinguish 7 fires. So we've got to be efficient. They're giving a puzzle to us here already. Come back for another. However, it will take time to recompile, so the fires that you have extinguished will return. This is... yeah, if you don't get it right the first time, they're going to be like, hey, yeah, oh, hey, there's a bit of slow-mo there. That's neat. Oh, we're getting a phone call. Oh, ho, ho, there he is, Mr. Match taunting us. What a guy. Do good. Me and my Navy do good work, huh? Yeah. Oh, we gotta, huh? Well. The door is locked. That's... Alright, Mega Man is toast. The toolbox upstairs. Yeah, so I guess this was sort of spoiled before. We get ourselves a super soaker to try and put out the fire with. Don't try to attack an electrical fire with water or like anything coming out of an oven. I mean, at least that was pretty high pressure, so yeah. If you don't identify as a gender, non-binary is the way you could say it, but that's not inherently the case. Non-binary, on the other hand, means you're specifically neither male nor female. Yeah, that is basically, yes. Non-binary is an extremely wide thing that covers a lot of bases. Non-binary does not inherently cover all forms of trans identity. Like, you could be a very binary trans, you know, someone who is assigned male at birth and identifies very specifically as female in a very binary manner. And that's obviously not non-binary, but yeah, it's just that it's such a wide term that can cover a lot of things. And I just use it as a simplifier at this point, to be honest. Okay, so now it's time for us to figure out how to handle things here. Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. Hey, we'll take the money. We need the money. Alright, so here we want to extinguish only one fire. We want to approach this with as great an efficiency as possible. And this is going to take us into oven area 2. That was probably a bit of a waste, but that's fine. We take all of our shockwaves. And we try to not screw this attack pattern up as much. This enemy is called a Volgear. They can be real tough to deal with sometimes, and getting a high rank on them is going to probably require us to get good draws for the time being. But their fire tower chip can be quite strong. Oh, that's a pretty nice chip we just got there. The Lil Bomb T. That attacks a whole column. So we would much prefer that over one of the other things. It's much easier to make a hit with. Okay, so we don't really need to... Alright, God, the hang time after the shotgun chips is really high in this game. It's a complete pain in the butt. Hey, there we go. Alright, so we shouldn't have to ice block anything else. I think we can just go this way. Unfortunately, we can't, like, take a look at the whole map or anything. The Master Virus. It's not. Hey, I see ya. I see a guy. There he is. It's Fireman. Looking exactly-ish like Fireman from the original Mega Man. Oh, he's not even here. Like Fireman says. I guess they give him a little bit of an accent here. Hey, you twos. I assume that's just how Mr. Match speaks. Alright, it's boss time. Anybody in here, when you play the original Mega Man, do any of you start with Fireman when you play Mega Man 1? Because that's a pretty tough challenge overall. This guy's attack pattern is pretty simple. It's a little bit of whack-a-mole, really. He just sort of moves around like this. Believe it or not, I don't think this guy is the easiest boss in the game, which is kind of funny to me, considering he's the requisite first boss. But his main attacks, he's got a flamethrower, and he's got that fire column thing. We can afford to eat hits, honestly. I should just take the damage and not be such a coward. He only does 15 a hit. And busting level doesn't really affect our rewards any here. So it's whatever. We should just, you know, go Go full bravado here. Just absolute balls out. Give this guy everything we've got. With no concern for our personal safety whatsoever. No concern for our personal safety whatsoever. Give me your lunch money. 1,000 zenny, not bad. Yeah, Dex said that too. Finished your mission, huh? As if he's gonna tell you, Lan. Come on. Oh, never mind. Maybe he is gonna tell us. Soon war will start and you'll all be dead. What about you, buddy? Smell you later. Yeah, we managed to stop the fire by defeating the boss that was generating it into the real world somehow, I guess, huh? I mean, yeah, it would be nice to know what the what is going on there. Well, I mean, we can keep beating them up every time they show up. Give them a swirly every time you see a World 3 agent. You do what you... Well, I mean, Lan missed out on his snack earlier, so... It's a little bite. Oh, God. Localization team! It's there in the oven. Oh, well. Can we get $1 to go buy an ice cream or something? Oh, after it was on fire still? Wow. That pot's fine, okay. God, we hope not anyway. Why don't we just get something out of the fridge? Lan, you could probably use a glass of milk. Actually, never mind. You're exactly as tall as your mother. You probably don't need it. Can't get in that, though. That's a shame. I'm just transfixed by this dog no commercial. We can hit the sack. I appreciate that wording, just... We can hit the sack if you're feeling tired. Speaking of which, can we go fight... Well, we can get into a fight with this Met. Give me some knockout... Oh, well, I mean, money, that's not unimportant. An X-Panel 1S. That is... That's pretty... Oh, no, that was... Pardon me. I got confused because they changed the name of those to Panel Out later from X-Panel. Which, I mean, probably better that way. Oh, fuck you. I can't... Yes, I can. I can believe that. That was some bullshit, though. So yeah, what we got is just the standard remove one panel chip. It's not that impressive. I thought it was the column erase one, which is a very useful thing for utility purposes in this game compared to other games where you probably want, well, where you can use either of them, really. Depending on certain situations. But here it's really only X-Panel 3 that you would want. Alright, nothing at that dead end. I don't think that shows up until the next scenario, actually. Alright. So what else can we chuck for more of these shockwaves? I don't think we need the panel outs. I don't so much need the... Actually, I probably should get rid of the mini bombs, because those are not super useful. At least the swords do decent damage, but we're just going over to the shop to go and grab our power-up. Maybe something else if we have the money, although we probably should save. Also, we've been spending a lot of time getting countered out of attacks. We should be way better at some of that stuff than we are, and yet here we are. I don't think B is the code that it's going to be of much use to us, but hey, HP memory, we'll deal with that later. Power up. Okay, there is another one here. Now, to use these, we go to the Mega Man menu, and it'll say boost with... Oh, we should remember to get our download chip here. Oh, it's interesting that it keeps the original sound going and switches over to this menu. This feels weird. Sorry about the chair creaking. It probably is a little bit noisy. Alright. Let's grab this. So, we are able to obtain more base F, but it's very rare, and also we can only use one per battle anyway. At least in Link mode. I'm going to put that into the folder. We're going to try not to abuse it, but I want to show it off at least. Because, quite frankly, well, you may as well. And it's the sort of thing... You wouldn't really be able to... Most of the time, you just would not have it, because it's available, or was available, rather, only from, you know, from in-person events. Like, they were really trying to do the Pokemon thing, basically, from the outset. So, of course, if you were playing this game new from the cartridge, you wouldn't have this. You wouldn't have this. But we may as well show it off anyway, so we can get to see a little bit of bass fishing action here. And he machine guns everybody. I'm pretty sure it's just a flat 200 to the entire field. So, yeah, we get to see that. Can we go visit Dex and go fight him now? And get his link and everything? Hey, dude. No way, dude. Wait until you upgrade Guts, man. Well, okay, buddy. Hey, we can jack into the GameCube. Hell yeah. Crossgun in K. That is much better than the C that we have. Like all the J's that we have for that. Hot Rod. Alright, game, show me some nice drops. Ah, 200's in. Bullshit! I can probably get that from a much lower rank. I actually had a good draw there. Come on. Saying that, you can definitely see that we're in a much better position to be able to farm those sonic waves if we wish to. Oh, hello there. This guy. I believe these are called spookies. Not to be confused with a purveyor of a jump scare mansion. And this is how they fight you, is that they... Normally, they scroll up and down to try and dodge your attacks, but we area lock this one ghost, so that's fine. Also, a very interesting thing, you will be able to notice easily here the fucked up shading. So, you probably guessed from it already, but yeah, the green cross, that is not the original color. They did edit that from red to green in order to avoid any potential issue with the International Red Cross, who are particularly litigious, especially in recent years, about the misuse of the Red Cross symbol. For example, a lot of them were cut out of Earthbound, which they already were to begin with, but they would have doubly been so. I think they were possibly even removed from digital re-releases of Mother 2. But there were originally a lot of red crosses to signify hospitals in Mother 2, and when they translated it to Earthbound, they removed those for reasons that, again, if we're talking about litigation may happen, that's pretty understandable. Metguard G. Metguard G, we actually do need those. Those are used for a combo if we can get the rest of the combo, which the game hasn't necessarily been the most forthcoming with, but we'll see if we can get there. Fuck. That's rude. But hey, we still got another Sonic Wave anyway, which is nice. Let's go jack into Dex's PC and see what we can get here. See if there's anything of value. I think there's a couple of mystery datas we can pick up. Certain fixed mystery data, I think, physically respawns at points in this game, but does not contain additional items afterwards. Oh, well, you know what? We drew a hand where we can get the win anyway with the same rank. So, base is fair game. I'm at the access point to this computer for free access between it and the net. Nice. So that's how we can access Dex's computer, and I'm not sure I want to be seeing these dudes right now. Oh, you jerk. Oh, wow, we actually managed to get the combo there, but you can see how much damage just adds up there. The B-Tank is the enemy there. That is the thing that gives us little bombs. They're kind of a pain in the butt to fight. But hey, we managed to get away with that pretty easily. Unfortunately, no chip, but we'll deal. The head of some mysterious animal. It kind of looks like a Pikachu, just with all the color drained out of it. There is, however, very much a Pikachu skin rug that she's standing on. I love that. And there's a jack-in port on this slightly stretched-looking telephone here. Oh, you hear all of her phone calls. Of course you do. Those sword guys can be a bit of a pain. In this game, their long slash goes 3 panels. So dodging them requires a lot more dancing, as opposed to just go to the back row. They fixed that for later games. I don't know why it's like that in this one, but okay. Is all I can say there is okay. Escape J. We do need all the escape codes at some point. There are 5 ships with the escape code. Fine, we'll base it up here. Come on. Guess you might say this ship's pretty based. And all we got out of the deal was money. Well, that's probably what I deserve for using that instead of fighting things in the normal-ish way. Alright. Is there anything else to... Oh, I see. The portrait is like a weird digital thing. But yeah, this just takes us to a place where we have already been. There's nothing for us to pick up here. We can just jack out and we can go and check Mail's house, and then we can go on to just waiting for the next scenario to happen. And by that I mean going to bed. In-game, not in real life. Ooh, we got some fairly stout enemies here. These guys... Yeah, these can hit pretty hard, I think. There we go. I was waiting for them to switch into their anvil form. However, they drop Quake chips that deal pretty decent damage. They're even slower hitting than mini-bombs as throwers go, but they are great in terms of power. 90 damage to a target is going to really help us out in the future. As you can tell, we are definitely just sort of going all in on damage as opposed to any, like, hardcore strategizing. To be fair, there's only a certain amount that you truly need for this part of the game. Things will be different later, possibly. And there's Mail's link. I think there's another jack-in point upstairs here. Yeah, we can jack into her computer/TV thing. I think it's a TV. It would help if I checked it afterwards. you know. Alright, so here we'll get to see the full extent of the annoyingness of the ghosts. And we'll also miss our attack against the flattener here. I don't remember its exact name. But it's going to be the flattener now. You don't know Jack. Oh yeah, we should probably show off the fact that we can charge. So in this game, the charge attack works a little bit different. We have 2 stages of charge, and the first stage does 8 times our base power, and the second one deals 16 times. But hey, we got an HP memory. That's nice. Oh, that was perfectly done. Not so perfectly done. But we got the kill there. Unfortunately, we took damage. But I don't think that would have gotten us a chip anyway. Game's kind of a jerk like that. Come on, give me your... Damn it. They don't want to give me their chip, which is unfortunate because it's a real good one. Well, oh, it doesn't tell us what it is. Okay. Nope, there's nothing but trash there. Oh, hey, look. It's a surf bot. Is this the thing we were just in? And not the thing over there? Yeah, so we were just in the Surfbot doll. That's pretty great. Oh, Mega Man Legends. The last time I played a Mega Man Legends game, it wasn't that great, I'll be honest with you. I know that's kind of a not popular opinion, but I didn't find it that fun. I mean, it was okay. Actually, a lot of the pain came from the controls. They were frustrating. Alright, so yeah, the Sonic Wave moves significantly faster, so that should give us a better chance of S ranks, and that means better money and better chip drop chances. At least I think better chip drop chances. And meanwhile, that one's definitely a 9. That's just our standard 150 Zenny drop. We got to be getting pretty close to the max amount of shockwaves we can have in a folder, but I didn't get a chance to mention it, but you can have a maximum of 10 of any chip except for Navi chips in your folder. You can have a maximum of 5 Navi chips total. So we can have 10 of those shockwaves, but if we somehow manage to get hold of 10 base, we could only have 5. And we wouldn't be able to run any other Navi chips if we did that. Of course, the odds of that happening are extremely low. So, yeah. Oh, hey, we have 2. I didn't realize we had another one we could chuck in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we got all 10 in there, so we don't really have to worry about farming those anymore. That's nice. Alright, grab the power up. And yeah, let's empty our coffers a little bit here and just grab those things. Alright, so we're gonna boost our attack because honestly, Rapid is kind of a dump stat. As long as we can get in close to an enemy, we'll be able to do good damage with our Buster. Or honestly, even if not, we can just do strong charge attacks. Alright. So now we're done with this scenario. Finally, we can go to sleep and we can save. Several days after the strange oven explosions, in quotation marks. Oh, that was a weird sounding wolf sound. Song, yeah, okay. Oh, hey, look, it's Higsby. We've seen him in the gallery. Yeah, they don't have more than one mugshot for anybody, so we don't get to see him actually grin. You just have to write it. Student net crime on the rise. Gotcha. Called your name for you in homeroom, so you owe me one. Well, you know what? Thanks, buddy. I don't think... Yeah, we didn't get anything out of those. That's a shame. Oh, well. Sneak around the back here. Oh, no, we gotta go in the... Yeah, we're in classroom A. Oops. Alright, go in the back. Time to Metal Gear it. Good job getting to the front of the class unseen, Lan. That's pretty impressive. It's Mr. Higsby. He'll be helping teach class for the next 2 weeks. He collects battle chips, just like us. Forward to trading with all of us. Well, he seems like a... I don't know, yeah, he seems like an okay guy. Just sort of weird. So weird that you couldn't spell the word right. You'd think teachers had hobbies, too. Wow, okay, Lan. Jeez. Listen, I know that teachers are overworked and underpaid, but come on. Rysolf is sending me a... When did that get sent in? Because I didn't get my a notification didn't pop up for that. But thank you, nonetheless, Brysolf. I hope you're having a good evening. Just now? Okay. Well, thank you. Because, yeah, usually I have, like, a notification box, but it's not showing up today. I don't know what I done fucked up, but apparently it was something. That's a little worrying, but oh well. Hope you had some good... You were doing some more Smash TV, weren't you? I hope you had some good runs. Yeah, so this is just going to be another talk to everybody scenario, right? No good runs? Well... That's a shame. Sometimes the game just doesn't give you shit. Oh, yeah, I remember chalkboards. In this universe, they've got smartboards, so... You know what? Fair enough. I remember that technology just starting to be introduced when I was in the latter days of my high school career. We had sort of an electronic whiteboard in the physics classroom at my high school, like the year that I graduated. It was kind of cool. What happened? Oh, okay, so she's explaining the concept of a program advance to us. We've seen this before because we played another Mega Man Battle Network, basically fan game. Well, you already know. Working on yesterday's homework. Right in the middle of class. What an absolute champ, buddy. It's hard remembering the chip codes. It's probably a little bit harder if you speak Japanese. Then again, I'm pretty sure that in Japan they learn English nowadays too, so... Because us English speakers just kind of inflicted ourselves upon the world. But not to get too political about everything, huh? That blows. That's some language decks for all considered. I mean, it's not really vulgar, but like they wouldn't put that in a game nowadays. It's aimed at an E rating. All right, everybody, back to your seats. Pretend you weren't making fun of them. Wheel now. Round the wheel? Wait. She was sick and went to the nurse's office, huh? Didn't go home. Mom's an E rating. Blows, man. Pixie. Wait until we... Hey, let's not roast Airman too soon, because, come on. Hey, first class study hall. Don't choice just yet. Math drills. We gotta count up how many drill bit... We gotta calculate the odds of Drill Man going in a certain attack pattern. Fuck my FML. FML my life. What a fucking part. Jack into the blackboard. From here? Oh, he's got his own pose and everything. I don't know, he seems pretty cool already. Uh-oh, why'd you break, nerd? Solution up there. Oh, hey, look, it's Dr. Wily, just very hard to see. You can tell because his head is shaped like a potato. The real goal of your... Well, we already know the goal of your plan is to control the net. A re-education program? Wow, who could have known that the guy that we seen in the gallery and I explained was a villain already is a villain? Start a war called the End Game. I mean, okay, that's a name for a war, I guess. They control the military and all... Yeah. Isn't Dr. Wily's motivation that, like, he hates Network Society because they shunned him and his robotics? And so he wants to kill everybody. What an absolute champ. Delete, delete, delete. Just like the Cybermen. At least the Cybermen in the newer series of Doctor Who. It's been a while since I've seen any of the old Cybermen serials. Sadly, I don't know where a large part of our old Doctor Who VHS collection is. I did bring up a big bag of old VHS tapes. I gotta see if any of that stuff's in there. See, they're starting them when we're young. Study well and become good slaves. Wait, this is a fucking info... Is that a fucking infomercial? Is that a fucking noose? Wait. Well, I mean, just don't look at or listen to any of it. You and Gutsman. Alright. Alright, Dex. Let's see how... Oh, I see. They're making people ill. Yeah, she's only got, like, little dot pupil things. Alright, Dex, let's see what you got. I mean, if you wanna go up ahead all by yourself, Mr. Sharkfin Hair, you go, hey, don't be rude to him. It's funny because he's about to explode. Oh, look at those hands fly. That's actually pretty impressive. Yep. Gutsman just got blowed up. What? More. Oh, I think they hurt Dex's pride way more than they hurt Gutsman. His one weakness, having a trash operator. Jesus. Also, yeah, you're right. Alright. It's us up to bat here. Hey. I didn't know we had a party system. Oh, we got... Yeah, we got that. Okay. Hooray, we got Roll's chip. It's 60 damage and auto-targeted, and it stops time, which is kind of handy, but I mean, I think we're okay. Does it look different? I mean, to be honest, it kind of doesn't. Real quick, I'm just going to hit save just to be absolutely sure. You Mulder Man to repeat. Jesus. Oh, Mulder Man. Here, you'll see. You can get there easily. Currently, there are breaks in the network. Oh, alright. Gotcha. Anybody else got any advice for me, I guess? Alright, be careful around the teacher's lounge. I can't tell the difference between anywhere else in here, but okay, buddy. Thanks. And nobody's got any free weapons for us. That's a shame. Croc, man. Where is our crocodile-themed boss? Wait, that would be Vector Man, and then we'd have problems with Sega. 2 problems with Sega, actually. Oh, it sure does. Ah. Unfortunately, failing to land these attacks because I'm completely terrible at the game does not make me feel good. Oh well. What can you do? Actually, wait a second. Can I... Oh, is it just going to stay with the... Yeah, so for some reason the chat box, it's not showing up on the VOD display or anything, but it might be showing up for you folks, but it shows a little message that says Raider from Brysolf around every time Brysolf's got a message in there. And that's real weird. I did not know that that was a thing that Twitch did until, like, now. And I didn't know that it wasn't a one-off, because that seems like something that should be a one-off notification. You see it on your end? Alright. But, you know, Twitch works in ways, technically. I suppose that it can be said to function. Bat-themed Robot Master. Yeah, Shademan is bat-themed. Otherwise, I was like, wait a second, you mean Dark Necrobat, I think was his name in X5. And his first English translation was Dark Dizzy because they were all references to Guns N' Roses members at first. Which is one of those weird things, but hey, in Japan, they do love their Western rock and roll quite a bit. Especially around that time, like every single JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stand being a reference to a classic rock group. Yeah, what do you got for us? Sometimes the long way is the shortest. Well, I mean, yeah, it's probably fewer dead ends, right? Yeah, we're going to have to loop back around, I think. But we're going to explore the rest of the area, because may as well pick everything up that we can. We're not going to argue with replenishing our money supply, because remember when we just bankrupted ourselves a little earlier. Also, there's no notification sound for your charge filling up in this game, like there is in later games, which is real weird. A lot of things about this game are real weird, really. I mean, I suppose it's either that or fake weird. Wait. I don't completely know where I was going with that joke. Alright, well, you know what? We'll just do this. Completely unnecessary. Hey, we finally got one of their chips. I think we got Invis 2 in an earlier fight, didn't we? In fact, I'm gonna go scroll down here. Yeah, we sure did, and I forgot about it. Temporary immunity, it says, and yeah, that's about the long and short of it. It makes you invulnerable to damage for a short bit. It's a good thing to have. Actually, you know what? I should probably sub out the base chip, because as cool as this is, like I said, I didn't want to abuse it too much. It's too much of just massive power spike for the player, in my opinion. All right, what do we need here? Number of chairs in 5A. All right, so once we get the information, we hit L and we hit the right passcode. I'm pretty sure it's 9. Well, we're trapped in 5B, so let's do that. Yeah, just put it in and we're good to go. Right on. Anyone saying right on is just very funny to me. On several levels. Education program wiped out most of the programs around here. So it's just a couple of generic navies I see. Well, thanks for the free kill there, game. Hey, and that one's A code. Nice. Let's help clean up a couple of codes here and get as much flow as we can. We're apparently going with an AK folder here, aside from a small number of things in D. And don't make me act like a crazy little fool. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. That made my life significantly easier with this fight. Neat. Great pickup. L code is usually a pretty good one. I gotta sneeze. Hang on a second. Excuse me. Ugh. I'm okay. Just being a little dramatic. Crud. I really hoped that he was going to stop in the middle. Oh well. I don't think we were getting a chip out of that one anyway, which is a shame. Because more little bombs is always great. More things that can hit multiple enemies at once. That's what we need out of our life here. Right, go to the back. Gotcha! The ghosts teleport to a random row in the same column when you get in the same row as them. So no, that's not something that I know how to manipulate. At least not on a real level. Number of volumes of History of the World. Alright. So this is a pretty simple, hey, make sure you read things. That's in 5A, I think. No, it's not. Oh, neat. Free chip. Nice. Stairs are locked. Okay, so it might be in one of here. Encyclopedias. 30 volumes of history of the world. All right. We can get all this information ahead of time, and we don't need to, like, actually go look for anything. If we've memorized the answers to these puzzles, we can just do it. But I am not good at memorization, so ha ha ha. Yeah, we're not doing that. Oh, nice. I can't believe we got something out of that. Anyway, O code is not really as good as T, but that's okay. Door will not open without proper authorization. Passcode hint, none. Alright, so this is a pretty simple thing, and basically you start halfway and you keep going by halves depending on what the game tells you is useful information. Second digit verification failure. Alright, so we will go up to 55. And we get passcode too high. So we go down to 53. And there we go. These passcodes are randomized, however. So you have to use the strategy every time. It's not like, hey, go read an FAQ or anything. Yeah, it looks like some of the path got apparently geeked in some way, but that's not really apparent visually. Oh well. Before we go in the... Oh, no, maybe we just go straight down the... Alright. If you'd like to comply... Not at all. It would not like to comply. Alright. Let's try to go for a kill shot, because if we drop their HP too low without landing a kill, they can heal themselves. The ghosts. So, that can be a bit of an issue. Number of doors in this school. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Because I don't remember the answer to this, but instead of just looking it up, let's see if we can hash this out for ourselves. There's 4 down that way from the 2 classrooms. There's 1 for the library. There's 2 for the stairs, I think. Or is it just 1 for the stairs? I think it's 1 on each end. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're gonna just start guessing here. I think it's like 14 or something, actually. 15. Okay, I was close. But yeah, technically that one's not that hard. Alright, this one, yeah, this is another one of this one. Alright, too low. So we go up to 80. Oh, hey, wow, that's nice and simple. Jack in any blackboard. Yeah, apparently. Treasure? HP memory, yes. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, hey, look, it's the chip we don't need anymore because we have too many of them. Nice. Love it. Alright, anything in here? Or are we just going into the depths of... Alright, so what can we get rid of here? Actually, I'm gonna start taking out the J-code cross bombs. Or cross guns, pardon me, because they're a little bit on the jank side to use. They're not super strong. Oh, I screwed up the timing there. Wow, okay, that was rude. Yeah, we're absolutely just playing like a complete clown in this fight, but hey, it's fine. I swear it is. That's fine, we need to actually grind those. Far more than we need to grind the useful chip from that fight. That's kind of funny. Alright, nothing over here. And we got the hands. Really gotta hand it to them. Alright. Come on, boys, get in a position, both of yous. Alright, normally handy viruses are kind of annoying. Wow, that took 6 seconds for them to get in a position. You're shitting me, right? That's quite irritating. So normally they'll go up there and they'll drop those time bombs. And as you'd expect, they're on a 3-second counter before they blow up the entire area. And by that I mean it goes in waves. So if you're quick, you can go through it. Kind of like when we were playing Shanghai Genso Network, Pyro Man's big fire wave attack that hits every column, and I expressed a lot of frustration about because it's kind of honky bullshit. It's the same thing. It's just that at this point, they didn't think, hey, maybe we should make this hit everything at once. Meanwhile, that was more of an intentional design choice. Also, once they place their chips, once they place their bombs fairly uniquely, they will retreat to the back row in this game. I don't know why they do that. In later games, I don't think they do that at all. Although I do admit it has been a bit since I've played any of the other games they show up in, so... yeah. You may want to not take my word for that too much. Nice! Yeah, perfect! And we just get an invis out of that. Which is nice and all, but... oh! Land got an electric shock. Stuck in a trap, huh? Lovely noise, by the way. I'm sure you guys are having fun. Near the AV room. Alright. We can't go in there. The AV room will be here. Oh, we just got bull rushed by Higsby. That's a little strange. So he must have been in there. And the power is off on these despite the fact that the screen is drawn as being on. The computer's memory is full, so it is frozen up. So if we just restart it... I love that that's just like a physical manifestation of what that is. That's cute. They do a lot of stuff like that in this game, and it's very amusing to me. Well, in this whole series, really. They're just like, how can we reinterpret these things that have to do with computer science into something that's more of an RPG? And usually they do something pretty entertaining with it, so credit where it's due, you know? And sometimes it is. Oh, that was some good placement, by the way. Game giving me the, what I'm pretty sure is a double delete, but it's definitely free, so. Yeah. Nice, there's our first time bomb. Time bomb 1, what kind of damage is it? 80. 80 and it hits every single row of the enemy area. That's pretty nice. Oh, that Quake 1A is significantly nicer, though. They're definitely kind of fixing us up a little bit for things like that with this boss. Which, spoiler alert, they're going to be really good against the boss. Oh no, now you know. And knowing is half the battle or something. Adjusted for inflation, knowing is actually like 63.44% of the battle, I think. What is that noise over there? You guys can't hear it, but there's like a deep, like, I think somebody's moving furniture in the other room. Alright, passcode too high. So we go down to 30. Too high. We go down to 10. Go to 5. Too low. Alright, how about we go to 7? Too low. 8. Damn it. Well. Alright, reset. Second digit is decreased. That's... Alright. Too low again. 7. Okay, well, we figured out pretty quickly that it's 6. Funny how that worked out. Gotcha! Nice. I had no illusions about that working, and yet it did. Thanks a lot, game. That's pretty impressive of you to do something like that for me. Okay, we need an ID card for this. We have to go find Miss Mary. Well, we've been told she's in the school nurse's office, right? She's not, however. But of course, Mr. Higsby does seem to be a bit of a liar. Oh, hey, free chip. Nice. So this area has opened up, letting us go over to the supply cabinet here. Oh, look, she's tied up. We'll deal with that in a second. I'm here looking to see if there's any free goods in here. Can't take any of the sports supplies, the toilet paper, or nothing. Nice. Free HP memory. Yeah, we should probably help our teacher. Alright. And we borrow her ID card. It looks like a big red ball. Alright. So now... do we just... Wait a second. We've got the ID. Oh, we have to put it in the machine, don't we? Okay. Alright, so that unlocks the next area for us. But first, we're going to go double check the little side path here and see if there's anything free for us. Yeah, there we go. A Cannon C. We're not going to use that, but it's nice to get a freebie. Nice to get a little something extra from the game. Oh, wow, that's something. I'm surprised we managed to pull that off. But nice, though. That's good. Alright, so... I'm gonna be honest, I don't even feel like saving before this upcoming boss, but... we're gonna do it anyway. Right, too high. Too low. 40 is 42. 40 is too low. 45's too high. 42. Nice. Okay, so it just cuts us straight to the boss. And here he is, Lightbulb Man himself. Buy lots of rare chips with all your money. And he felt a little bad at first, apparently. Land's got a strong sense of righteousness. And meanwhile, Mr. Higsby thinks that he can menace us with Number Man, which... oh, hey, we got a trophy for... I think that's for participating in 100 battles. Anyway, excuse me. Ugh. Number Man in this game is absolutely pathetic because he does not move. So, we can just throw shit at him like this. We can just... and we make him flinch even with the basic cannon. Just imagine what a fucking lightning round this would be if we could pull out base as well. For the free 200 damage that would cleave off of his only 500 point hit meter. 500 point hit point meter. There we go. Like, it would just be total annihilation. So that's kind of a big part of why I'm not using that, because it's too cheesy. We had our fun with it. And I let myself get hit by an attack from this boss like a complete idiot. That's kind of embarrassing, but we beat him anyway. Oh, is he supposed to be crying? Yeah, Number Man didn't use a single chip attack. And I think he gets it now. Now we're just bullying the teacher. I mean, if you're gonna be a better dude about it, kid, you know what? Sure. You mop the floors there, Mr. Higsby. Oh, don't worry. He's going to do something useful for us in the future. And especially once we hit BN3, he's going to do something great for us. Well, the server is having fun. That's great. Hooray! We turned off that terrible old VHS tape. That's what they would have been showing it on in 2000 in any school in America. And in fact, probably now still nowadays. Yeah, okay. Nowadays, still, pardon me. I assume that there's VHS stuff still in use in schools nowadays here in the States. I mean, I know there's at least DVD players in some of them, so... you know. Got English class. Fix the server too. Oh, Lan. Oh, yeah, train station, right? Go surprise her dad down at the Sci Lab, yeah? Pick up that power-up program. We'll do that next time, I think. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna save our game. And that... I've been streaming for a little over 3 hours. I think that is enough for now. I know this VOD is only a little over 2, but that's because we had the one where we checked out the gallery. So, yeah.